10 rumors that caused mass panic. Number 10. Chinese banana SARS. In China in 2007, a text message rumor began circulating, claiming that bananas gave you SARS. At the time, the world was already paranoid about the disease, which had been advertised as a new age bubonic plague. The banana industry crumbled under the rumor, and sales of bananas dropped by 90%. This lost the industry $2.6 million a day, and producers of the fruit went bankrupt. The effectiveness of the rumor may have been due to the Chinese government's control over media. To get around propaganda in China, text messaging is relied upon as a form of news communication. But unfortunately, this means that when a rumor is started, it is very hard to stop it, which can result in mass panic and a vitamin B deficiency. Number 9. 1935 Harlem Riots. In 1935, a rumor hit the streets of Harlem that a Puerto Rican boy had been beaten to death by a white policeman. In fact, the boy had been caught stealing a cheap penknife. He was then arrested peacefully and released. However, the rumor that the boy had been killed spread out of control, leading to violent demonstrations and Harlem's first ever race riot. 3 people were killed, hundreds were wounded, and $2 million worth of property damage was caused. Adjusting for inflation, that would add up to $35 million. Number 8. Mayan Apocalypse. Over 1,000 years ago, the Mayan civilization created a complex calendar. The calendar was calculated up to December 21st, 2012. Many people chose to interpret the end of the Mayan calendar as a definite sign of the apocalypse. Brushing over the question of how the Mayans would know about such an apocalypse, panic spread worldwide as the date grew closer. In Michigan, schools were closed for 2 days over fears of panic-induced violence, while in China, religious groups spread panic to anyone who would listen, resulting in government crackdowns and 400 arrests. Number 7. Congo witch player. In 2008, a rumor spread through a football stadium in the Democratic Republic of Congo that one of the players was using witchcraft to aid his skills. The rumor didn't take long to circulate around the fans, who became violent. They were angered at the magical cheating that was apparently occurring in front of them. The police began shooting their guns into the air in an attempt to subdue the crowd. This led to a stampede as people tried to flee the stadium. In the aftermath of the chaos, it was discovered that 13 people, including children, had been killed. Number 6. Sri Lankan Grease Devil. In 2011, rumours of a semi-mythological creature called a Grease Devil swept the Sri Lankan countryside. Traditionally, the Grease Devil was a thief covered in grease, making him hard to catch. But the modern Grease Devil was apparently a nocturnal, violent stalker who attacked women. Although the rumours had absolutely no basis, vigilante lynch mobs started patrolling the countryside, leading to hundreds of arrests and the government deploying tanks. There were 30 incidents of violence and 5 known deaths as a consequence, including a police officer. Number 5. Sex bracelets. In 2003, gel bracelets became the subject of an urban legend, which had parents and schools across America panicking. The innocent bracelets that were a fashion fad among teenagers were reported to be coded messages displaying what sexual acts the teenager in question would perform. The colour of the bracelet would denote which sexual act the girl would be willing to perform on whichever boy managed to pull the bracelet off. Lead news outlets in the US, UK and Brazil bought the myth completely, reporting on it as if it were a real threat. Soon after, a number of schools had banned the wearing of the bracelets. Number 4. Steve Jobs' heartache. The CNN iReport website allows members of the public to post stories and comments underneath the website's header, which states that all stories submitted are not fact-checked or edited. In 2008, a teenager posted on the site that the then CEO of Apple, Steve Jobs, had suffered a heart attack and was in hospital. Even if this rumor were true, it would not have affected Apple's ability to operate. Yet within 10 minutes of the rumour being posted, Apple stock fell 10%. This 10% represents $4.8 billion, a huge loss for the company. It was mostly recouped that day, although trading closed 3% lower than normal for Apple stocks. Number 3. D&D suicides. When role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons was released in the 80s, a number of player suicides created concern surrounding the game. Rather than understanding that socially insular, depressed people would be drawn to role-playing games like D&D, parents and religious organizations blamed the game directly for the suicides, creating panic among player families. Conservative Christian organizations were quick to jump on the rumor, blaming the magic and demonology in D&D and describing it as an occult tool that opened people up to possession. While the panic and rumors did eventually settle down, they haven't disappeared yet. The game is routinely banned from maximum security prisons for encouraging inmates to become more detached from reality. Number 2. Satanic ritual abuse. In 1980s USA, a rumor spread that a number of schools were engaging in satanic sex abuse rituals with the pupils. The rumor started with the McMartin preschool trial, the longest, most expensive trial in US history. A group of teachers were accused of conducting satanic rituals and summoning spirits using the children as bait and energy. At the time, it appeared that a mass conspiracy was being uncovered, and a moral panic swept worldwide as parents feared for their children's safety. However, as no evidence emerged after years of accusations, the panic died down and the satanic ritual abuse was forgotten. Number 1. Y2K bug. The Y2K or Millennium bug was a supposed computer flaw that was meant to cause mass problems in computers that couldn't deal with any date beyond December 31st, 1999. In the lead-up to the millennium, there was worldwide panic about the potential effects the Y2K bug would have on financial systems, air traffic controls, hospital machines, and anything else that was run through a computer. The rumor became a concern around the globe. Companies spent a collective $300 to $600 billion on safeguarding against the non-existent bug. When the calendar turned to the year 2000, many people dismissed the bug as a hoax due to the absence of problems.
Hi guys, we will be hosting a very special screening of Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice on March the 29th at the Charlotte Street Hotel in London.
That's right, if you want to be part of this awesome competition, then sign up by clicking here as an insider and head over to the Warner Brothers website and answer a very easy question.
Yeah, we have 15 pairs of tickets to give away, so for you and your friends, come watch the movie with us.
That's basically it, mate. Just come along and watch the movie, so I don't have to sit next to this guy. You can meet us, don't have to chat to us.
Yeah, you can just come watch the movie for free, basically.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's a winner.
But we will be there, so come and watch it. It's an opportunity for us to give something back to you, the awesome fans, the awesome all-time 10 subscribers. So come and watch it with us.
See you there.
Peace.